Hello there, it has been a fucking long time, hasn't it? Blimey, it's been a while since I last uploaded. Yeah, reasons? Take your fucking pick, honestly. It's been so busy at work, it's been manic, you know, obviously newborn as well here. Well, it's not newborn now, he's, you know, pretty much nearly 10 weeks old. Or is it 9? Oh, fuck it, I don't know. Time's dragging and I'm hungover at the minute because, yeah, I was actually able to have a drink last night. I don't have to worry about work all this week because I'm off work. Oh, it sounds good to say that. It really does sound good. So yeah, obviously I know the live streams, they've taken a bit of a nosedive lately, but I put it out there last night on a tweet as to what you want me to play. So head over to Twitter, check that out. Oh, fuck me. I mean, the first piece of football I've actually been able to watch in weeks, and it was a fucking travesty. It really was a travesty. So without further ado, oh, one last thing, yeah. This will all be getting redecorated. I don't know if I mentioned it, I can't remember, but yeah, because we decided we're going to stay here for a while, see how things go, because it's proven a nightmare to actually find a house to move into in the area that we need. So we just decided we're going to redecorate and we're going to stay here, change a few things about, etc. So anyway, without further ado, whatever, yeah. Let's get on with FTW. No. WTF. I had to think then to try and get it backwards. I fucking told you, hangover, fucking heads all over the place. Yes, it is What the Football, WTF. Oh man. And we're going to begin with the absolute travesty that was yesterday. Because the first piece of football, the first full game of football I've been able to watch in God knows how long. It just goes to show how busy I have been there, you know. And Southampton were at least robbed of extra time. And potentially they could have even won. They were robbed of the lead after a perfectly good goal. Why? Because of absolutely ridiculous officiating. Now, people always jump on the comments on my videos when I blame the officials. Really? So this is Southampton versus Manchester United. This, you know, it's not as if it's Man City versus Man United. It's not as if it's a Sunderland game or it's a Newcastle game and I'll take the piss. You know, it's nothing like that. It's two different sides. You know, obviously, of course I was going for the underdog. I always go for an underdog. Well, apart from if it's Sunderland playing, of course, you know. Got to back my team and all that. But yeah, it was a travesty. They should have taken the lead. And you don't know, that could have changed the game. And I know that's only could have changed the game. But you just don't know, do you? How would have Manchester United reacted? I mean, because their defending for the first half hour was, it was shocking. It really was. But nonetheless, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, fantastic free kick. You've got to give him credit there. Gave him the lead. I can't remember who the fuck scored the second. Oh shit. Lingard. There we go. I see. Yeah, Lingard with a second, completely unmarked, banged it in. And then Gabbiadini, fantastic equaliser. Gabbiadini before stroke of half time, made 2-1. Then, what was it? A minute, 2 minutes on the clock? It just seemed to happen like that in the second half. Gabbiadini with a fantastic equaliser. How he found the room, I do not know. And then, of course, it was Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I think it was about the 88th minute, 89th minute, something like that. Comes up with the winner. And it was just daylight robbery. It really was. And Southampton, they can't really put their heads down. They can hold their heads high because that game should have at least gone to extra time had it not been for the linesman choosing what side was going to win. That's the way I see it, and that's the way I'm always going to see it. It's as simple as that. So we're going to move on. Oh fucking hell, we're going to move on to the shite known as Sunderland. Fuck's sake. 2-0 against Everton. Well, what can I say? First half they were shocking, second half they were better. No signs of this break coming, is there? After you announced layoffs as well. I dread to think how much it would cost to get equipment and the team to New York. I really do dread to fucking think. And now they're going to lay off staff. Really, you're going to lay off staff. So the cost of that trip could have actually kept those staff in the job for another year or two at least. At least. It's fucking bullshit, it really is. And I tell you what, the club's going to the fucking dogs, it really is, isn't it? It really is. I mean, we could show signs of turning it around. It's normally about this point where we do, coming up to March, so, but, hashtag keep the faith and all that. It's getting a bit nervy now, it really is. Oh, cold and a cough. That's another reason why I haven't been able to upload as well. It's fucking horrible. So obviously Crystal Palace, they came away with a vital victory against Middlesbrough. For Middlesbrough, it's still looking more doom and gloom at the minute, isn't it? They do need to focus on survival. They do know that. Cranker's already admitted that, you know. So it's a bit of a sticky one for Middlesbrough because they do have some genuinely good players, but they're just not getting the results. They're not taking the chances like, as we all know, you have to do. Sunderland, for example, against Everton, Jermaine Defoe could have easily got us back in the game. Rattled the crossbar. Oh, fuck's sake. You know, it was horrible. It was just horrible. Oh man! But it could have got us back in. You know. And you know what? I can't really remember any more results. I know Spurs won 4-0 against Stoke. You'll have to forgive me here, guys. I'm fucking all over the shop. Fucking drinking last night, you know. The fact I've got a week off, my head's fucking, it's not even in the clouds, it's on the fucking moon. So yeah, Harry Kane with the first half hat trick. Dele Alli just thought he'd get in on the app before half time and all. Spurs romped to another victory, and I mean, if anyone has the remotest chance of chasing down Chelsea, oh, there's another one who beat Swansea 3-1. It's got to be Spurs, because the other teams, they just don't look like they can do much, you know. They can grind out results, but I mean, Manchester City are blowing hot and cold. Man United, okay, they've been on a formidable run lately, but you know that's got to come to an end. It always fucking does with Jose Mourinho. They're not going to win the title, no way. Arsenal are just fucking hell. Arsenal are just Arsenal, aren't they? What can you say about Arsenal, honestly? So yeah, but Chelsea obviously they had a bit of a scare as well. I believe it was 1-1 at half time, with Swansea managing a level. Then I believe it was Pedro that gave Chelsea the lead again. I might be wrong there, don't quote me. And then Diego Costa in the 90-something minute it might have been. So Costa getting on the act again. There's a shock. But it's looking pretty tight at the minute, especially down in the relegation. Despite the fact results went against Sunderland, it's still very tight down that bottom of the table. Leicester dropping in there now, and I mean today's Monday, so Leicester have got a lot more pressure on them now, going into their game against Liverpool than, to be honest, I think they would want. I think they would rather results go their way and they stay out the bottom three, so it kind of eases the burden a bit. But now, fuck me, you're going to have to see what metal those players are made of, that's for sure. So moving on, who's my team of the weekend? Goes to Southampton. Game to watch has to be Southampton Man United. Player of the weekend, Gabbiadini any day. Just the audacity of that equaliser. If you haven't seen it, guys, I advise you go check the highlights out. Pretty sure they're on Sky Sports anyway. The equaliser was unbelievable. It really was. I don't know, it wasn't an absolutely fantastic super goal that we're going to talk about for years, but the angle, the players that were right, it was unreal to see. You know, how on earth he managed to score, I do not know. And the Ibrahimovic free kick, that was pretty damn good. Worst player of the weekend. It's a tough one. It is a tough one. Oh man, I've got to give it to Fabio Borini. Again, he just looked like he fucked off to the races, and you know, against Everton, he wasn't tracking back. I think he tracked back about 3 times in the entire game to defend, and that was it. The rest of the time, he was just stuck upfield. He was doing a Januzaj. He was in a different fucking postcode, you know. So Barini, unfortunately, you get literally probably the worst award in it, the worst player of the weekend. I can't even say congratulations because you were just shite, you really were. So guys, quickly, live stream tonight. Don't forget, on Twitter, head over there now because you haven't got long. It's I've got a watch. I don't know. Going up in the world, I've got a posh watch. Digital and analog. I think you've got roughly about 6 hours left to vote. 6.5 hours left to vote. So head over to Twitter, get that checked out, see what you want. I even threw in an F1 game there because I'm starting to get back into playing that again. And yeah, well, that's been the final whistle. I'm back on YouTube. Just so you know, I've dropped down from 300 subscribers, but that's probably because I haven't been uploading, but I'm pretty sure that will come back. So thank you for the 300 guys, it does mean a lot. If you want to see any sort of Q&A, then just fire your questions in the comments below and I'll see what I can make up. And I will see you all for the preview against fucking Manchester City. Oh God. If City have an off day and Sunderland have an off day, that could actually give Sunderland a chance to win. Because let's face it, City's off days are pretty fucking horrendous. But yeah. It's never easy, is it? It really isn't. It really isn't. Bye.